Hey, this is John.
It's Jason again.
How you doing?
Back. How you doing?
Haven't seen you since we sold
Fort Mifflin, right?
Fort Mifflin. Went over to Philly.
Yeah.
We got to talk to some Germans over there, as we promised.
Mm-hmm.
And
they weren't too happy with the Volkswagen.
Weren't too happy with the Volkswagen. We asked them.
Yeah.
You know, big Mercedes fans, big, you know, the Maybach, because that powered, remember the old Panzer and Tiger tank and all that.
Yeah.
So Mercedes, love that. Wasn't too happy when Mercedes merged with Chrysler.
Yeah, and they said, I mean, you can't catch anybody in a Volkswagen.
No,
no,
Volkswagens. Yeah, that to them is like that's like a peasant car.
Yeah.
And then we talked about, like, you know, Volkswagen tried to get fancy with some Italian names, and we're lucky we didn't get shot when we brought that up. They were embarrassed about that.
I know.
They were like, that's it. No more conversations over.
It was a disgrace. They said.
Other than that, we were doing good. Other than that, they were really cool guys, so we brought that up. But other than that, you know, I was just looking at some of the rankings. A lot of stuff happening in the auto industry.
Ford's going to stop making cars and just go with the Mustang and F-150, their pickup trucks and everything.
And so is General Motors. General Motors laying off like 14,000 people. Yeah. Terrible, man. Nobody likes the cars. The trucks do good.
The trucks are very popular.
The Chevy truck and the GMC truck combined are almost up to the Ford F-150. Ford F-150 for 2017 was like about 850,000. The Chevy was a little over 500,000.
Silverado, is it?
Yeah, the Silverado. And the Dodge, the Ram, or shall we say the Ram, was not that far behind the Chevy, which is really good for Dodge. But other than that,
Volkswagen never put out a...
Well, you know, Volkswagen, people want trucks. Volkswagen,
they put out the van, that Volkswagen van.
The van, and that tanked all the time. And now people do like trucks. They like crossovers. Yeah. But they don't want American cars, it seems, except the Mustang.
Mustang was the only thing Ford was
only thing that people buy. I don't know what's going to happen with the Corvette. I think that'll always be a specialty car.
Corvette. Dodge still has the Challenger and the Charger.
Yeah, but even Chrysler cars. Now, I did hear this, that Ford might be doing something with, believe it or not, Volkswagen.
Or was it Mercedes?
No, Volkswagen. Ford and Volkswagen. Mercedes is fine. They're fine. Yeah. And then you have and that's it. So the auto industry, hopefully, it's going to hang on. You know, there's a lot of brands out there now. More brands than ever before. I mean, it's just amazing. So the competition is tough.
Unbelievable.
So, but other than that, let's talk about some. There's some current events that are going on, and we just saw on the. About the George Bush's funeral, man. That was some interesting stuff went on with the funeral, with the envelopes.
Yeah, that's really interesting with the reaction and everything. What was in those envelopes?
That was, and if you get a chance, look that up.
Yeah.
There was two in particular. One showed the Clintons, and it was you had the Obamas and the Clintons sitting next to each other. Behind them was
Biden,
Joe Biden, and
Dick Cheney,
and they all got these envelopes, and so did Pence and his wife, and they all got these very interesting envelopes.
And then the Bushes, the Secret Service guy, handed that.
Yeah, and if you look, you'll see the bold-headed Secret Service guy. He hands it to Bush. George Bush, and then
his wife Laura takes it, and then shows Jeb Bush and everything.
Oh, and Jeb's face dropped. It was like very interesting. Whatever it is, and I think you look to see what that is. You're going to start saying, you're going to start. Inquiring minds are going to want to know.
Yeah, definitely. I want to know what was in there.
I want to know, and I think you're going to see that. I think it's going to be a matter of time. Mainstream media is going to want to run with it, depending on what it is, or they're going to try to bury it and blow it off like it was nothing. So
yeah, but it's all over independent media and everything. You can't find it.
You can't. Yeah, you have no problem finding it. I highly suggest you get a chance. Look that up if you get a chance. Okay, something's going on. Very interesting. You know, you just don't know. You hear about the deep state all the time.
Yeah.
And Trump,
secret societies and all that stuff.
And Trump's really not a part of that. You know, he's cleaning out that swamp. And even though those older regimes there, they were kind of not. Trump's like a little bit different there, and he's working hard. And boy, they are fighting him tooth and nail. But you know, that's what makes Trump the master that he is.
Yeah, true.
And he doesn't take it. So other than that, you know, and of course the fake Russia BS is going on, and that's silly stuff. Anything new with Hollywood?
Not really. I mean, now we're getting into award season. Golden Globes just announced their nomination and everything too. Yeah.
I did see, and I was mentioning to you, I did see some signs over in Philly, base camp signs. So there's some kind of shooting going on over there. Probably M. Night. Possibly, but we don't know. But other than that, getting back to cars, folks. Hey, again, keep your emails coming. We thank you so much for your support. Of course, the PayPal donations. Man, oh man,
they're really coming in. We're gonna have T-shirts soon.
T-shirt. I'll tell you what. You know, we're going to be in a real studio. The way it's looking right now, we're talking to some people. So they're liking us, and we want you to like us so far on YouTube. So keep liking us. Eventually, we might have some guest people on here. You know, we'll call it in the back seat. You know, who we got in the back seat, and we'll put somebody back there. We'll talk cars and anything else, politics, current events, right? So other than that, okay. So this is John
and Jason,
and we'll see you next time. Hey, listen, stay warm too, will you?
I know it's cold out there.